Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Are you looking to increase your average sale per person? You wish that they would buy a little bit more and you could increase your profit by just a little bit for every single person. Well, you can do that easily with an upsell, just tacking on a little bit more or each sale. Lots of people do this. Supersize it, right? McDonald's has been doing this for ages. They put little things near the cash register so that you buy that bag of chips or that candy bar. They always try to add just a little bit to make you increase your sale per purchase per time that you come in. This is what you can also do within a sales funnel. So that's what we're talking about today. Hi, everybody. I'm Monique Carlisle with Midas Web. I am a business automation and optimization coach, and I am here to help you grow your business. We come on every day live at 12 noon Central to bring you some tips, tricks, strategies. I apologize. My words just don't want to come out of my mouth today, but we're going to get through it because we are live. We are real. We are here to help you and muddle through together, right? So my job is to help you grow your business. So as I said, we come on at noon every day and bring you some business strategies. Then we take those ideas and those strategies and we fulfill them with AI. So we jump into ChatGPT, Perplexity, Canva, wherever we can find an AI tool, and we utilize it. We then take that strategy that's been developed and we implement it with our automation tool. Here at Midas Web, we use the high level system, which is amazing and helps us automate our entire back office. So you're going to get to see that in just a little bit. Afterwards, we do have an open office Zoom room. So click the link below and join us there right about 12:30, and we will answer any questions you have. We are available to strategize, soundboard, talk about AI, or talk about your use of the high level platform. We're happy to help you grow. That's our passion, and our goal is to grow businesses. So without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So we're talking about upselling, and this can be a little upsell or it can be a big upsell. Here we go. It could be a little upsell or a big upsell. You are basically looking for things that your client is going to need. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you're the expert in your industry, and you know that if a client buys A, they are probably going to also want B. Now, Amazon does this, and so do most stores. I was looking online at Ace Hardware and Home Depot yesterday, and down below it said customers who purchased this item also looked at or also purchased, and it had a list. And I'm so glad it did, because I was about to buy the wrong part, and I got to click and be like, wait, that's what I actually need. And so I had to make a change in my cart. But a lot of people do this. And so as the expert, you know what pairs well together and what doesn't. And if they buy a 3-month subscription to something, maybe they also want a 1 month to something else, or maybe a 6-month would be cheaper overall, or maybe you add on a physical product to your offer. Lots and lots of things. So we're going to talk about upsells today in the landscaping industry. That's what we started talking about yesterday. We're going to use ChatGPT to develop that, and your upsells can be anything from a small product or service. It can even be a consultation. Buy this subscription and meet with me a couple of times. And then that is an upsell. You get to lower your rate. Lots of these are bulk buys. So like here we have, if you buy a package of support hours, you're going to lower your hourly rate significantly than if you were to try to buy them individually. So by doing that bulk package, you can actually get a higher value from each client. So we're going to explore my keyboard's not working, so I'll use this one. We're going to jump into ChatGPT right now, and we're going to do some research on upselling for a landscaping industry. So Here we go. So, like all prompts, we're going to start with a role. We're going to use the role of a master landscaper because we want to pull out information that's very relevant to that industry. I don't necessarily need a marketing expert. I need somebody who knows the services and packages that a landscaper would provide. So my role is going to be act as a master landscaper with 20 years experience with, and let's say we're doing home, residential landscaping services. So that is my, I'll fix my spelling here in just a second. This is my role. Now I'm going to give it my task. So second piece of every good prompt is a task. Please list the services. I'm going to say main or core services because we're talking about upsell, we're talking about add-ons. So I'm going to build up to that. The main services I can provide and the smaller upsell services that can be added on to those main services. All right, so what am I doing? I'm telling it exactly what I want. I want a list of services and I want a list of upsells. Now I'm going to be very specific about how to present it to me. Please list these in a table with the first column as the main service and the second column with upsell services. Identify the cost of each upsell service suggested. All right. And then my favorite part of putting a prompt in is an assumption. I've found this to be very powerful. I'm going to tell my GPT, assume I provide everything that there is to provide. This allows the GPT to have a lot more freedom to kind of throw everything out there instead of keeping it very narrow. So basically, I want to just say there's a yes to everything. Assume I provide every service appropriate to landscaping and include them in your list. So I'm basically just telling it include everything. All right. So from here, it's going to create that. And as always, read through it. Make sure that it's relevant to your business, that the price points look good, that it sounds like you if you're doing an email campaign. So always, always, always read through it. So we can see that we have some main services and then we have some upselling. So I'm going to let it do its work and we're going to switch over to our sandbox. Give me just a second to get out of, that is my educational company. All right, and we're going to get over to the sandbox and we are going to, first we need to create the product. So in order to create a funnel, we're going to create a sales funnel. You have to have products to attach to it. So most of our time today is going to be spent building the funnel. The first thing we have to do is we have to build our products. So click on payments, click on products, and then first we need to create a product. I do not think we have any landscaping products in our sandbox right now, so we're going to go create some. All right, we can go over to ChatGPT and we can take our first main service is lawn care and maintenance. So we're going to create that. Oh, my keyboard's working. Lawn care and maintenance. Now let's say that this is a recurring product. This is a monthly subscription. They're going to pay $200 for it. They're going to be billed monthly and unlimited number of payments, and we're done. You can, of course, fill out all the other stuff, the description, the picture, all of that fun stuff. So we have our lawn care and maintenance. Let's fill it. Oops, I missed something. I accidentally clicked add another price, and that's why it was giving me that error. So if you don't want to add another price, then you just delete that. What happened? Okay, let's go click save. Lawn care and maintenance at 200. Okay, we had a glitch in the matrix, so now we have 2. So I'm just going to delete one of them real quick. All right, there we go. All right, so we have our first one. Now let's create our upsells. So let's just keep it real easy today. Let's create aeration, and we'll upsell that for $50. So we need a product. So I'm going to do the same thing. So you'll need a product for each upsell. So this is going to be a one-time aeration service. And click save. And click back. Okay, so now we have 2 products. Of course, you can have as many as you want. And then we'll build out our sites. All right, so now we're going to go build the funnel. So we're going to click on sites, and it's going to default to the funnels. We have a couple of sandbox funnels, but I want landscaping. So I'm going to click on new funnel, and I'm going to choose templates. From here, let's see if there's any landscaping, book an appointment. All right. Landscaping upsell. I wonder if this is a good one. Okay, this talks about discounts. We've talked about that before. We'll go ahead and use this and just do some customization for it. All right, so now we are in. All right, so it's going to take me straight to the home page. A couple of navigation things right off the bat. Once it loads. All right, so we're going to let it load. Up at the top, this plus button is where you'll add the individual pieces for customization. This layers will show you all of the parts behind the scenes so that you can navigate to them easily. You can also just click in there. It's a drag and drop builder. You have your SEO data here, which is the little magnifying glass. This is the desktop version, and then this is the mobile version. So you can select back and forth to see what it looks like on both of those. And we're going to click out of this and reload it. Things. All right. Come on, internet. You could do it. All right, I appreciate your patience. Hang in there. It's loading now. The trials of being live. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to load, I will show you a few more things in ChatGPT. So let's say we love this and we actually want to have our AI build our funnel for us. We can actually ask it to do that. So I'm going to tell it, this is great. I want to build a sales funnel that has the lawn care and maintenance core sales, core product, and then do all the other upselling. So I'm going to tell it, these are great. Always compliment your GPT. Help me create a sales funnel for the landscaping and lawn care maintenance service with the upsells you listed. Now, I'm going to give a little disclaimer here. I can't spell maintenance. That's my first disclaimer. I think it's E-N-A-I. Or thought it maybe got close enough. Okay. Little disclaimer, I would not actually ask the landscaper role. So remember, we started with the landscaper role. I would not ask the landscaper to create the sales funnel. I'd actually start a new chat and I'd say act in the role of a website designer. So I would shift it. But for our purposes, we're just going to let ChatGPT do its thing while we are still waiting for this to load. All right, let me close that out and reload it. Be back in a moment. All right, so it is giving me the information for this sales funnel. Okay, perfect. So it's telling me to create a website, a blog. What's great is I can then ask it, this is a great topic. Go ahead and write this blog for me. You want to give it a lot more than just write this blog. You would tell it your tone, your style, how long you want it, those types of things. But you can have it write this blog for you and then, of course, read it. You can have it create these paid ads, give you the copy for these paid ads, make it different for Facebook, Google, Instagram, even TikTok's doing ads now, and have it describe what those ads would look like. We talked about the referral program in another training. Lead magnet, same thing. Please create this ultimate homeowner's guide to lawn care. We've created lead magnets with ChatGPT before. And then it says, okay, email campaign. So it's looking at this as a marketing process versus a website. So it did not interpret sales funnel as a website. So we're going to clarify that. So it has a lot of great information that did all this research for you. It's still writing. While it's working, I am loading up. Okay, got it. Glitch in the matrix. So this is what the funnel builder looks like. We only have 2 pages right now. I can add a new step right here, and I would just title it. Maybe this is the info page, and I might title it lawn care, and then create. If I want to move this should actually be the first one. I'm just going to drag it up. I can then use existing, so that copies the colors and all of those things from the other page. I can choose the funnel to choose, and then let's go ahead and just copy the upsell and import that over. All right, so now let's dig into the specifics of building this. So the first thing we need to do is we need to put an order form in. So let's go ahead and instead of this 20% discount, let's delete that. And we're going to add in the order form. So I'm going to duplicate this box. I don't like the way that looks. All right, so I'm going to add the order form right here above it. Of course, you're going to use aesthetically pleasing locations. The difference between a 1-step and a 2-step is quite like it sounds. A 1-step is 1 page, so it collects all the information in one spot. A 2-step is going to have the information for the client first, and then the payment information on the second tab. So this is great for collecting lead information in case they change their mind. Then this will actually be collected and put into your CRM, and then you can track whether they actually completed the purchase or not. And so it's your choice if you want 1 or 2, and either one you choose, you're going to have options. So on a 1-step, everything's going to be on the first page, but you can change your title, which is here, shipping in your info. You might just say your information, upgrade and save. If you're adding those bumps, then we can actually leave that. You don't have to have the company name. You can choose to hide the email or the phone. So you can have a lot of customization. Go through these very carefully and just look at what you need to. All right, what's the difference between cart mode? So cart mode is going to have check boxes, so they can have multiple items to check from. If you turn off cart mode, it's going to be radio buttons, so they can only select 1 item. So that's something else to keep in mind if you want them to be able to check out with more than one item on your funnel. Product description, you can again turn that on or off. You would set that inside the product page. Pricing information, of course, you want to tell them how much it costs, so leave that on. Order bump, we're going to turn on. We'll add it in a second. I'll show you all of that. Coupon codes is right here. We went through how to create coupons in another training. And so if you want them to use coupons, you'll leave it on. If you want them to not have that option, you just turn it off. Do you want your terms and conditions shown? You can turn that on or off. Make sure you set this link to be your link. This is just a default right now. So highlight it and then set your link here if you do turn on terms and conditions. Sticky contact is where it will preload the person's information if they've put it in before into your system. So if they're already in your CRM, sticky contact will preload it for you. New contact on every purchase. Validate disposable email. This requires them to click on a link inside their email before they can complete their purchase. So that's an option for you. And then, of course, your CSS. So that's kind of the basic settings for all of this. One more thing that I want to point out. Here we go. If you are using authorized.net or NMI and you're collecting credit cards online, I encourage you to turn this on. The reason is because within your authorized.net and NMI back office, there are protective security measures. And one of them is to match the card number to the zip code. I have had clients fail the authorization. It declined their card because I didn't turn this toggle on. The postal code wasn't in there, so it was creating a mismatch because it was zero, no postal code for this card number, and it was required. So turn this on. This just lets them put their zip code, and it helps just to match that. If you're using Stripe or Square or something else or PayPal, this doesn't matter. But if you are using any of the others, I do encourage you to turn it on. All right. So we're going to go ahead and save that. So that is just selling on the main page. And I'm going to click back. So I'm going to show you how to put these products on. So I'm going to click on products. I'm still on the main page, and I'm just going to add these products. So I'm going to find the lawn care and maintenance main package, choose the pricing that I chose. You can have multiple price points. So, front lawn only, front and back, certain number of square feet, those are some ideas for landscaping. And then we're going to leave this as the main product, but you'll see us use this in just a moment. So allow multiple quantity. If you want them to purchase multiples, you just turn that on. All right. Oh, custom authorization. This will ping their account to make sure they have this amount in their item. For large ticket purchases, you might ping them for $500, $1,000, especially if you're selling something that's $5,000. By default, it's already going to ping for this 200, but maybe you want to make sure they have 250 or 400. That is completely subjective and up to you. So I'm going to close that out and click save. Get another glitch in the matrix. I think that's because I opened up the additional options but didn't put anything in there. All right, so we have our first product. Now let's add our bump product, which is going to be our aeration. And again, we're going to choose our price. And this time we are going to choose it as a bump product. Okay, so this has to be chosen. And then click save. Now I'll show you what that looks like inside here. So you're going to see that we're going to click on our order form. And we're going to add the bump product here as well. So we're going to select aeration as this bump product. You can set a specific headline. Let's just call it aeration, the one-time headline, great deal. You can add the pricing and then description here, just so you can see what it looks like. Click save. And now you can see what it looks like. So this is the bump product. You can have as many as you want, and they can just select the ones that they want, and it will add it to the total. That's it. Save and publish. So that is how we're going to do bump products. And tomorrow we'll come back because we're out of time today, and we're going to talk about upsells and downsells. We see those in buttons. So see this button here, little sneak peek. We can say one-click upsell, downsell. So we'll explore how to do that tomorrow. So come on back, and we'll jump into that at 12 noon Central tomorrow. If you have any questions, would like to discuss your own business, your high-level usage, or anything at all, click the link below. Join us for open office hours, and we look forward to seeing you inside the Zoom room in just a few moments. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.